Hi folks, and welcome back. Now, as many of you may have guessed from my YouTube channel name, I am a bit of a science fiction fan. Hence why I'm playing Elite Dangerous today. Now, I've had this for a little while and I had intended to put it on the channel a little bit earlier. Just been so busy with all sorts of other games recently and work and stuff that I've just not got round to it, unfortunately. But it is an absolutely superb game that I really enjoy. So today I thought we'd take my ship out and do a little bit of bounty hunting. I could certainly use the credits. Now I'm going to assume that most of you are fairly familiar with Elite Dangerous. If you're not, it's basically a massive space game in which you do entirely what you want to do. There's lots of career paths open to you. And it is multiplayer. You play it online if you want, or you can play it offline. It tends to work the same both ways, except of course you don't meet other players in the offline mode. So in this you can become a bounty hunter, you can become a pirate, you can become a mercenary, you can be a trader, you can do whatever you want. There's no set goals, no missions, no story. The community just makes the game its own, and it's really good for that. So in this little session we're going to go out bounty hunting, because I've found this to be a pretty decent way of making some money. And I'm in the LTT 15574 system, which probably doesn't mean anything to you. To be honest, it means nothing to me either, except for the fact that I found these high intensity resource extraction sites in it, and it was my closest system with some of these in. Now, these are actually great big rings or asteroid belts around planets, and basically where mining operations are likely to take place. And wherever there's mining operations, there are bandits preying on the miners. So we're going to go there and find some NPCs to shoot up and make some money out of. At the moment, I'm flying a Cobra Mk.III. This is a really good, reasonably cheap, all-round general purpose ship. It's really great when you get started into the game. It's got a decent cargo space, so you can do a bit of trading if you want. It's pretty quick. It's got alright gun mountings or hardpoint mountings for combat. And all in all, it's a great general purpose ship that I'll certainly be keeping. I also intend to do a little bit of piracy in it at some point, although I really need to find my feet in the game and get plenty of credits under the belt first. So at the moment we are flying faster than light speed, heading towards this high intensity resource site over here. I've got to be a little bit careful coming in, because quite often you head towards these things and you can just about now begin to see that ring of rocks around the planet. Well, you approach it perfectly square on, you fly directly into the ring and you get crashed out to super cruise speed. Not very pretty, although it doesn't really do you any harm, you just have to get going again. So we're coming in carefully this time, just slowing down, approaching the site. Don't want to overshoot and have to turn around on the other side of that planet and come back. I've done that plenty of times. I'm a little bit rusty with Elite, I have to admit. I haven't played it for a few weeks, so bear with me. Now, I've just spent quite a few 100,000 credits upgrading this ship, so hopefully we're going to find some nice big fat bounties at this place to help repay it. Let's see if we can get in there. I have a feeling I'm going to go crashing through that belt in a minute, and that's not going to be very good. Nearly there. Nearly at the safe distance to come out of Super Cruise. Just get that under 1 million meters. And there we go. Quick graphic while it loads in. Jump in 13 kilometers away. Plenty of asteroids around, as you can see. I don't really want to be flying in amongst all that if I can help it. But I'm looking for that. See that? That laser blasts off in the distance? That's usually the local security force shooting up pirates. Now, if we come across a pirate that's similar level to me, similar ability, not too big a nasty ship, I can take them on. The payoff doesn't tend to be so great. However, if you pick on a pirate, which is a great big nasty hard as nails ship, the payoff's fantastic. However, they're likely going to blow me out the sky, but not if my friends in the security forces there are shooting them. Because when you're playing like this, there's no other players involved, and there's only NPCs shooting them up. As long as I get one hit on pirate, I get the full bounty for it, which is pretty tasty. He's wanted, this guy. So let's deploy the guns and get some shots on him before Security, take him out. Whoa. Oh, don't like the look of that big rock there. Let's get around with that. Slow down a bit. Let's put more power to the guns here. Right. His shields are down. Let's open up with the multi-cannons. Okay, just finding our feet for a minute. Have that, ye bandit, ye. Getting down, he's gone. 0% hull. And 55,000 credits for the first kill. Pretty easy, considering the security forces did all the work for me. And that's quite nice. That's how I like it. Diamondback Scout over there. Buck Dreadnought. Elite. He's clean. Okay. What's that? That's going to be security. Looks like I'm friendly to these guys. I've done a bit of work in this system already. Python. Jake Daisy. What's this guy? He's wanted. And he's getting shot up already. Python. I think we can take him down. Okay. Coming round for me. Whoa. That was quite nasty. Bit of hits to the shields there. Let's get out of there. Deployed a shield cell booster there, a shield cell battery, which just puts my shields back up. Let's hope my friends in the police there are gonna... There we go, they're taking him down. Or trying to. Let's close back in now. Shields back up, looking good. That's on the other side of that rock, isn't he? I've got most power diverted away from the engines. Let's just alter that. Guns are looking good at the moment. He's using chaff because my gimbal multi-cannons can't get a shot in him. There we go. Now they can. Let's open up. So you'll notice I've got two lots of guns. I've got these pulse lasers. Very good for taking down shields. And then I'm also using multi-cannons, which basically are just like big Gatling guns. And they are awesome for ripping through hulls. So I've got a nice mixture on this. Kind of set up for taking out bandits and pirates. NPC bounty hunting. The guy's getting a few shots at me. He's on 5% hull though. And thanks to my allies there in the security force, this guy is going down. Hopefully Python will be worth a nice few credits. He's on 1%. He's not coming out of that. Question of who gets the last shot, and he's gone. He's gone, isn't he? Yep, 187,000 credits. Thank you very much. So who else can we find out here? And this is it. This is NPC bounty hunting at its greatest. Under attack. Who's attacking me? I'm not under attack. Surely not. Surely, computer, that was a mistake. Yep. Well, I can't see anything shooting at me, so let's assume that was alright. Nothing there. There's all sorts of dots on the radar though. You do have to be careful playing this that you don't accidentally shoot one of the security forces, because you can very quickly get wanted yourself and have to flee. This guy's wanted. He's in a Python. I'd much recommend... He looks like someone's been shooting him. His shields are down. Okay. Looking good. Let's go in. Once I get his shields down, I can then open up the multi-cannons. There's no point wasting ammunition to start with. The multi-cannons, by the way, they do have limited ammo, and when they're out you do have to nip back to a station to reload. Whoa, that was a big hit. Really big hit. That took a lot of my shields down in one go. Just apply the afterburners. Let's get the hell out of here. Now security are going to work on him. Now when you're fairly early in the game still and you haven't got big powerful ships and you're kind of like me, haven't got it fully kitted out yet, this is a great way of earning credits as long as you make sure that those security forces tend to engage the enemies first. You don't really want to be the focus of big ships' attention like this. And as long as you get one shot in, then you get a good share of the bounty, or all the bounty in fact. There's also a really good thing to do platooned up, platooned up, or winged up. Basically playing in a team with some friends, and as long as you all get at least one shot in on the target, you tend to get a good share of the credits as well. Another 75,000 gone. So I intend to basically stay out here until I'm out of ammunition in the multi-cannons, or my ship is a wreck. One of the two. I will need to disappear, of course, before I get killed, should that be a risk, so otherwise you lose all the bounties that you've accrued. That guy's clean. Adder. Clown. Deadly. He's clean as well. Now, one thing I'm not doing that you can do to earn extra money... Oh, hang on, there's a fight going on over here somewhere. Imperial Clipper. That guy's a master. And he's wanted, but he's in a wing, so I'm not going to... I don't want to go for the one that's not getting attacked. There's an Asp. He's wanted. Shields down. Okay, let's go in. Let's go in now. An Asp. Asp could be quite nasty. This lot... Well, this could go one of two ways. He's obviously getting attacked by a load of enemies. Sorry, a load of security force. But whether his NPC wingmates then turn on me is a bit of a risk. Looks like he's getting taken down quite nicely. At the moment, it looks like his wing buddies are busy shooting the police. So that suits me down to the ground. Right, let's get in there. So 9%, 3%, he's going down. He's going down. Yes, 60,000 credits. Let's quickly get another one. I thought that would have made all these other guys appear hostile to me, but he's clean. Let's see. Have they killed his buddies? Surely not. It would be a terrible shame. What have we got? We've got an Asp there. We want. Where's he gone? He's behind us. Turn around. Jamie Renshaw. I have upgraded the scanners on this thing to give me quite a bit of extra range on them, which is nice. There's always a pain in the backside when you could see a ship in the distance, but you were too far away to scan it to see whether it was wanted or not. Check that guy. That guy's clean. Right then. Just a case of waiting for some new contacts now. Who's this? Someone off in the distance up ahead somewhere? And I was saying that there is one other thing you can do to earn extra money out of this bounty hunting. You can fit a kill warrant scanner to your ship. Basically what that does, it scans the target and it tells you if they're wanted in other systems other than the one I'm in, which if they are, you can pick up the bounties on those as well for extra credits. I'm guessing that's just the security scanning me. I've got nothing to worry about because I've been a good boy recently, not carrying anything illegal, and I haven't shot anyone I'm not supposed to. I think. I hope, anyway. Yeah, it looks like they were satisfied. Thank you, officer. I'll be on my way now. What I am interested in one day is a bit of a bit of player piracy, where we basically go and intercept some players, some traders, pull them out of super crews, and give them a choice. The money or the life. Stand and deliver, highwayman style. I think that would be really fun. Probably won't make me very popular, but who cares? The game's about fun. The game's about making your own path in it as well. Okay, this looks like there's some action kicking off over here. I noticed the feds just jumped back in. An Imperial Clipper. Is that the guy? He's under attack. He's in a wing. Okay. These guys are busy. Imperial Clipper has done for me before, so I need to be careful. Anaconda. That guy's nearly dead. Let's take him out. He's wanted. 4 kilometers, nearly in range. Just come on, get a shot in him before his hull goes down. Come on, ship. Right then, let's get some firepower in. Oh, too close, too close. He's recharging his hull. Let's start targeting his drive, or his power plant. That would be quite nice, I think. That's a big ship. Missile rack. I'm not going to target that. Beam lasers. Multi-cannon could target that. Got to watch out that ship on this side. Don't want to hit the wrong guy by accident. Point defense, ECM. Come on, how many modules has this thing got on? Shield booster.
Under attack.
Whoop, just put a bit of distance between us there. Power plant, finally. If we knock the power plants out, then they basically sit there like a great big useless space slug. Can't do anything. Whoop. Something just flew through my gun sights. Now my pulse lasers here, they're fixed forward, so they just fire where I'm aiming. But the multi-cannons, they're gimbaled, which means they can move about. They're almost like mini turrets, but without a full range of motion. And they lock on and aim for me. You can see there, the moving gun sight, the circle above the middle. There we go. Oh, damn! I didn't get the bounty for that after all that work. That was a shame. Well, I guess I am kind of picking on other people's bounties here. Can't expect too much. Imperial Clipper. Was that one of the bad guys? He's wanted. He's by himself. He's under attack. I'm having some of that. Now let's get targeting this guy's power plant. Power distributor. That'll do. Knock the power distributor out. That should have the same effect as knocking out the... Right, let's cut the thrusters. Oh, look at that. He's caught in a world of pain. Not quite sure of the manoeuvre he's trying to pull off, but this is going to result in me making some credits. I'll gladly take that. Kind of looks like the finishing move from, what was that film? Last Starfighter? Where they do the special move at the end and it spins around firing lasers all over the place. Only I don't think this is going to be quite as effective. And he's gone. Please, come on. Credits, credits. 65,000. Thank you very much. So whilst I'm using a bit of ammunition doing this, it doesn't really matter. I think a full reload of ammunition costs about 4k credits or something like that. 5k credits in this particular setup. So that compared to the 65s and 100,000k bounties I'm getting, yeah, it's pretty tasty. Personally, I think this beats trading, but not that I've got anything against trading. Oh, there's a player. A novice. Commander Avok. You'll notice any players in the game because they've got the commander prefix before their names. I'll just go past that guy. I'm not going to open fire on him. You'll also notice him on the scanner, because while he's targeted, you can see his triangle on the scanner is hollow. That means he's a player. It does make it easier trying to distinguish between players and NPCs, and you don't want any mistakes. He's clean. There is a fight going on somewhere though. Hang on, I'm missing something here. There's something going on. It's not over there. Let's just have a look on this. Nope, can't see it. Can't see any contacts. Just kill the engines. That looks like a mining laser over there at work, so we can ignore that. You can, of course, go after the players. If they are wanted, you can take them down and get bounties on them just like NPCs. Players will either become wanted for one of two reasons. One, by accident, which means that they're probably not very good, and you can probably clean them up. Or two, on purpose, which means they're usually a bunch of bastards and they know what they're doing and they're pretty handy. You're going to be very careful of the latter. There's Commander Avok again. He's probably a bit worried seeing me flying around and getting the message that he's getting scanned, because of course every time I put the gun sight over him it scans him. Now I can see lasers off in the distance. Let's go see what we're missing out on over here. There's the feds. See all those vapor trails in space. Laser flashes. What's that? Nothing yet. Some sort of fight going on. What's that? That looks like the target. Nope. Federal dropship, 6 kilometers. He's not in good nick. And he's wanted. Okay, if we can get in there fast enough before he's taken out. Some points here. Yes, get some shots in there. Around behind him. Looks like he's going down nicely. Yeah, he's going down. Just depends. How we're going to get the credits. Is he making a run for it? Don't think he's going to get away. He's looking in trouble. 3, 2, 1, bang. Let's go for the explosion. Oof, that was nice. No credits though. I think when there's several players involved, whichever player does the most damage to the target gets the credit, if they're not platooned up in a wing. So let's get going on this guy. Don't want too many to get away. Anaconda will be very dangerous if I don't get any help from this. Let's open up. There we go. We've got help coming in. I guess I could team up with that guy, but we'll worry about that another time. Cargo hatch. Nope, no, after shooting out the cargo hatch. Drive, that's what we want, that'll do. Make him a big, fat, sitting target. Now you can, if you're that way inclined, fit missiles and all sorts of things to the ship, and of course electronic countermeasures such as chaff and point defences to shoot down incoming missiles. All sorts of options. Really nice game like that, you can kit stuff out. Whoa, didn't realise my shields are offline. Taking some damage there. Was that from that anaconda? Gotta be careful for a little while. It does take a while for the shields to recover once they're down. You've got to be careful like that. You can boost them with shield cell batteries, but you need to do that while the shields are still up. If you wait until they go down, it's too late, they don't work, and they take a few seconds to activate as well. Right, let's get back in here. Still got a while before my shields are up, but I'm guessing this target is now focused on other people. I can boost the rate at which the shields recharge, I think, by putting more into the system. Should really check that up. Let's put some... Oh, he is firing at me. Right, let's get the hell out of there. Shields back up. Let's hit a shield cell battery. Or shield cell bank. Keep calling them batteries, the shield cell banks. Come on, come on. The boost's a bit weak. It's charging up, it's charging up. Take some hits though. Do I need to get the hell out of here? Target goes down. And I unfortunately don't get the credits. It looks like Commander Azok, or whatever he was called, must have done a bit more damage than me. Well, I think that's probably a good time to head back to base. I've taken some damage, I'm getting low on ammunition, and there's another player clearly outperforming me, so we'll head back and claim the cash. Okay, we're coming back up on Haxelport. This is the only system, or the only station in this system, which has a rearming facility in it. So whilst you can repair, I think, at any station and refuel at any, then there's only certain ones that have the rearming and the shipyards and the outfitting. It's the rearming one I need in this. I've got all the modules I want at the moment. So we're coming up. And I'm going a little bit fast. I'm going to overshoot if I'm not careful. Not that that really matters, you just have to turn around and come back again. So it wasn't a bad little spree there. We've earned a few thousand credits. We'll go and see exactly what we've got in a minute when we get landed here. One thing you have to be careful of when bounty hunting is not to get killed before you hand in the bounties, otherwise you just lose them all, and that would be a bit of a shame. And the other thing is that you must remember to hand them in before you leave the system, because a lot of them are going to be specific to this system only, and if you don't do it, you'll find yourself having to make the journey back across space just to hand them in. I have done it, did some bounty hunting with some friends and disappeared afterwards, and I totally forgot to hand them in, and had a half-hour journey just flying back from system to system just to get back. But it was worth it. It was about 500,000 credits. And when you're starting out, 500,000 credits is a nice amount. Right then, come on Haxelport, let's get in. There we go, safe distance. Let's jump out of Super Cruise. And now you're going to see me dock. Now way back in the 90s when I played the original Elite and Frontier, which was the sequel to it, then docking was a pain in the backside and often got you killed. So you just buy an autopilot which would dock for you, and you can do that in this game too. The downside is that putting an autopilot on the ship, or a docking computer I think they're called now, it takes up one of your equipment slots, and that's usually better used for something else. But the good news is that it's an awful lot easier to dock than it used to be, as long as you don't go silly trying to dock with afterburners on and things like that, although I have tried it. It's not usually to be recommended. So let's find the entrance, also known as the letterbox. And I believe it's etiquette to approach on the green side of the lights. Not actually seen that written anywhere, but that's where we'll go in, assuming that other pilots or commanders work on the same principle. I'm going to miss that. Yep. Oh. Ah, that wasn't the tidiest of entrances. Let's see, can we get this around? Yes, I think we can get... Whoa, hang on, there's someone taking up the slot. Jesus. Okay, let's just cut the engines and just reverse a bit. Who is that? It's an NPC in a Type 9 Heavy. Okay, well, we're going in this way, regardless. That's something interesting. I've never actually seen that happen before. Can I get in here? Jesus, man, take some less space up. Right, airlock loitering. I was going to get a warning for that. Right, pad 19. So, not the most elegant of docking procedures, especially as I was in the middle of a speech saying how simple docking is these days. But you don't normally come across obstacles in it like that. Right, we've got the landing gear down, so that does limit our speed, which helps. So we go in. Cut the engines there, so we're no longer going in with the flight stick. Let's take this in safely, just with manual thrusters. And you see, you get this nice little computer readout here. Oh, hang on, I've got the throttle on, that's why I'm going to overshoot. And let's take her down, gently, gently, although it doesn't really matter. Don't think I've damaged myself from landing too heavily yet. Docking successful. Engines and there we go. Nothing hard or dangerous about that. Although, to be honest, coming in with that Type 9 in the way, if I didn't have such a good shield generator on this, I could have been in a bit of trouble. So let's go in where it's safe. Because I think even parked on the landing pad, you can still get crashed into by other people. And let's get some repairs. So, you can see the costs aren't too bad. Fuel is 28 credits. That's nothing. All that damage, 67% hull I think I was down to. 536 to repair. 2,500 to reload. It's nothing. Let's go and have a look at the bounties that I've taken. Let's see what we can claw back. We don't want the bulletin board. We want contacts. Redeem all bounty vouchers. 439,000. So you can see there, for a little bit of work, it was nearly 500,000 credits. So well over 400,000 profit. That's quite nice, because I did spend a lot on a new shield generator, which probably just paid for itself actually, coming into that entrance there. Upgraded the shield gen on the ship. Anyway folks, I don't know if you're into this sort of thing. I hope you are, because I do intend to do more of it on the channel. It won't always be the same stuff. Maybe we'll have some trading, and at some point we'll definitely have a bit of piracy. I also plan on grouping up, or platooning, or winging, or whatever you want to call it, with some friends, so we get up to a little bit of mischief together. Anyway, if that's your sort of thing, let me know what you think on the comments underneath. And Elite Dangerous, it is a game that I highly recommend. I love the open-endedness of it all, and I love just being able to do whatever you want. There's so many elements to the game. They've got a power play feature in it, basically where you choose a faction to play for and increase their standing in space and expand their territory. It's not all-out war. There's lots of things you can do. You can run political missions, propaganda missions, piracy, smuggling, trading, all sorts of stuff. It's nice and open, and there's loads of expansions planned for this as well, including a planetary landing one, which is coming hopefully fairly soon. Anyway, Commanders, thanks for watching, and I shall catch you next time.